Morning all, welcome to another Chess 24 Banter Blitz. I'm excited to tell you that there are discount codes. I have a discount code Kingscrusher. Let me show you that. If you use the code Kingscrusher, it will give you a 15% discount. So this is on Chess 24 premium memberships. I might do a reminder of that during the show, but yeah, Kingscrusher is the discount code. Pretty natural there. Okay, let's have a look to see our challenges now. Quite a lot. Kaz, welcome. Kaz, morning, Kaz. Okay, so let's start with e4 and French defense. We'll go with Tarash. I hope you're all clear on the discount codes. Discount code was clear, yeah? Was it? Hope so. Just let me know if it wasn't. I'll explain that a bit if you want. Okay. Knight gf3. So I'm wanting. Oh, he's going to play bishop a6. I will play. I think. Yes. Interesting already to play bishop a6. So I just play c4 here. I think I'll take. Just let him take here. That develops my knight if he wants to take there. Weakens f5. He has weakened a bit the light squares, like f5. So that bishop was kind of adding a bit of solidity on the light squares, and in fact, he's kind of accelerated my usage of certain key squares, like light square f5 is often a critical attacking one. So I think this is okay so far for me. This exchange of the so-called bad bishop. I'm going to wait to see if he commits to castling. So I'm thinking h4, knight g5. Yeah, I'm thinking this for knight g5 because queen h5 and knight f5 and rook h3 all look pretty dangerous to me. Just to make use of this rook on g3 instead. This looks extremely dangerous as for attacking potential. Knight g5, queen h5, knight f5, rook h3, rook g3 basically. Okay, that move doesn't help king safety too much. c6, it wasn't the move I was terrified of. Alright, so I'll go in with queen h5 now. And knight f5, and then knight h6 actually. G takes. This looks like a crushing attack here. Knight f5, rook h3, rook g3. On any check, I'm going to play king f1 here. Yeah, this looks as though, okay, well, it's sometimes a strategic goal to exchange off the light square bishops, but it's the implementation, it's the aftermath here as well. It's looking too dangerous. Knight h6. I'm going to go with this. So this was facilitated, this knight coming f5 via knight f1. Sometimes there are games where knight f1, even in Steinert's games, he's sometimes played knight f1 to e3 before castling, because when you castle, you're using the parking space on f1. A little subtlety, but sometimes that increase in getting a knight where you want via f1 is interesting to note. So sometimes, you know, castling has a definite downside. It uses that f1 square for a rook. But yeah, by using the f1 for a knight, no hassle. And in fact, this rook, why does it want to be on f1? Why isn't rook h3 to g3, or even just the h file, just good here? So these are interesting questions about defaults. Actually, when you castle, you're defaulting a rook on f1, so you're using the parking space. Yeah, and sometimes h4. If the opponent's committing the address of their king, it's sometimes interesting just to go for it with h4 with that rook ready to switch h3 and g3. Yeah, so the rook's better there than f1. So it's a question. It's if you're prepared to question the defaults, basically. Okay, so queen h8. Thanks, Kaz. Okay, our next challenge. I'll just have to reject the non-premier challenges, by the way. Always they're all premier challenges today. That's cool. Battering Graham, please consider using the discount code Kingscrusher. I'm gonna have to decline. So that discount code, and also Audrius, please use that discount code I mentioned. Okay, at the start of the show. Okay, ITTF. Is that a universe or something there in the avatar? Okay, I'll try knight f3. That's a 3-minute game. Okay, bishop b5, a favourite of Nesmetanov and Rosalimo, bishop b5. In fact, the line sometimes is indicated at certain sites as showing both their names. Rosalimo wrote Nesmetanov line. So, okay, so here c3 would stop knight d4. So it's only a 3-minute game. I think I can play it like a Roy Lopez. This brings back some memories. British Chess Championship, Major Open, many years back. Yeah, this was on the discussion table for sort of why not play like this as if you're playing like in the Roy Lopez. Here I have successfully lost my light square bishop for not much. Okay. But I'm hoping I have a development edge. I'll go back there to d1. A development edge for knight c3 and d5. D5 looks interesting. D6 might look interesting. However, on bishop f6 e5, I've noted bishop takes f3, hitting the queen and then taking on e5. Okay, can I get rid of this guy? If castles, bishop e7, knight, bishop takes e7, knight takes, and d6. Okay, now here, queen h5. It looks dangerous for knight takes f7 initially. However, d takes e6 might be interesting to consider as well. I'll go with knight takes f7, luring the king out. I'm thinking rook e3. I'm hoping g6 is pretty vulnerable here. So queen e5, rook f3 and queen g6. I'm hoping this is favourable for me. I sometimes have a g6 knight issue when I play my tango system with black pieces. Sometimes it's a tactical target. Okay, I don't want to be back row mated. So knight e2 for a moment. Helps defend c1. Now queen f4, okay. Okay, let's defend f1 for a moment. Actually, knight f4 would have been... No, I think this is good to help the back row issue. So knight f4 here is on that g6 without having to use rook f3, which means maybe I can improve on things. Knight g6, queen f2, rook f2, rook c1. No, that doesn't... Yes, it does work. Where do you see that? It's a bit of a risk. It's kind of mating if he sees queen f2. I don't think I can take that risk. Queen f2, rook f2, rook c1 unfortunately is mating. Okay. I'm going to get mated. Okay, I've messed up. I'm allowing it. If he sees it, he has. It's end of game. I thought he might not see it. Well played. Yeah, I didn't know what else to do. It seemed to be lost. Knight d5, it seemed to have it as well. Okay. Okay. I didn't expect that, really. But I thought it was quite subtle, the tactic. I thought I could take that risk. Maybe not. Okay, so queen e2 and knight c6. Alright, so I've got rook e1 or bishop a3 here. I think this one might be better. Well, bishop a3 might be better, because actually queen e6 is a concern. Right, here rook e1 looks good coming up. What is it? Queen e5 and then rook e1. Yeah, I think queen e5. Let's go back here for queen e2, for rook e1 actually. Yeah, I think I just go back for rook e1 here. Because that's still an issue if he took. Thanks for the game, Lily. Yeah. Fenneman. Hi, Fenneman. Yeah, it seems to be losing a piece there for black. Whatever happens, because if castling, queen takes and then taking on e7. Alright, so I'll stop the use of the g5 square. Oh, why don't you just take in and take on e5? Okay. Okay, so queen d7 and rook d8. Alright, so if let's say B for b5 here. Okay. I think I can take that with maybe a5 in mind. Maybe knight h7, rook e6, rook g6. This looks like an attack brewing up. Knight g5 for knight h3. Okay, there's queen f5, but then knight takes h3. I'm just thinking the knight, but it's also the pawn, so I think for the moment knight e7. So knight g5 coming up. Yeah, maybe with... Okay, if he took, then I'm protecting e5. So bishop g5, rook takes g5, protects e5. My rook feels slightly misplaced here. No. Maybe knight e6 to f4. On taking knight h5, I'm wondering queen h3. Alright, I can play for maybe f5 here with f5 or... Okay. Maybe knight g5 for a moment. Although this doesn't look quite right because queen g4 would appear to be threatening knight takes h6. Okay, let's get ready for that. That's dangerous. The problem is I can't play knight takes. I get my rook trapped. Okay, so f5. Maybe for f4. Right, maybe bishop b8 here looks good for this diagonal. Bishop b8 and then queen e5. There is knight f3 after that. Let's see. Queen c7 here, there's knight f3. If I took and then queen h4, okay, that's a bit tricky. Yeah, I'm just wondering to take and then queen h4, queen e4. That doesn't seem that great to me at all. Rook f4 there. Like I could go with that. Maybe queen g5. Oh no, I'll go with queen h4 still. Let's go with queen h4. So queen e4, yeah. Alright, if I go back to f6, I'll take this guy. Oh, there's bishop h2. Oh, there isn't. There's knight takes h2. Okay, so for the moment, that's quite a common little tactical idea to deflect, but it's not working now. Alright, can I go into e3? Actually, I can nudge this for d3. Or h5 first. Oh, maybe d3. For rook e4. Oh, there's d2 here. Right, so there's bishop e1 here. So I'm on e4 here, there's a lot of pressure now. Okay, so yeah, this looks bad because now rook f3 I take. Okay. You'll wait for that pawn, I think. Okay, I can play rook over. I can't. Okay, maybe I have to do this to get rid of that pawn with check. I'll play rook g7 after. And that's h2. Thanks for the game, Fenneman. Okay, autograph. Okay, so autograph. Autograph. Want an autograph? Okay, so let's see. Knight e5, there might be queen. Oh, it's queen e7. I'm thinking knight e5, queen e2, queen e7. So is there any point in that? Queen d4. Queen d4, there's queen e7. I think I will try this with the idea of bishop e3 on queen e7, bishop e3, because actually he would be threatening knight d3. So can I maybe if I castled, I guess he could take and then maybe he could take and then queen a3. I suppose there's bishop. No, there isn't bishop d4 yet. Bishop d4 coming up. Okay, maybe if the knight moves, switch the rook in here. Or just f4 actually looks good. f4 looks good here. Okay, I can double the pawns, and then maybe knight e4. Knight e4 looks okay. On bishop takes, knight d5, I have rook d5, bishop d5, knight f6. On f5, I have f5. Don't know. F5 could be a problem, but here, yeah, I'm not worried about knight d5, rook d5 there, bishop d5, knight f6. Okay, it's going to be tested, I think. Oh, there's also knight d6 to think about there. Knight d6. Well, if he took on c3, there's knight d6 to think about. There is knight f6 to think about here. Okay. Knight d7, forking f8 and b6, a bit obscure, but maybe that's useful. Oh, well, thanks. That's generous. Thanks. I think I could play on a bit. But anyway, commutator. Am I overextending if I play e5? That's a good question. Probably I'm overextending. Let's do it anyway. Okay, so knight e4. If you ever took, it opens up my c1 bishop. So if he opens up my c1 bishop, bishop g5 and knight f6. Okay, I think I'm thinking of g4. What about ed? Just to win a pawn. Is it worth winning a pawn? It breaks up my... I'd rather play g4, g5, knight f6. I think I'll do this instead. g5 and knight f6 rather than try and win a pawn here. I'd rather have this form pawn on f6. If I have a form pawn on f6, it's close to mating, without the fianchetto bishop especially. It's a nice installment. Any knight f5 takes, and then that gives me queen h4, and then queen h6 after. How doesn't this just win a piece though, the way this has been played? Okay. That looks to be winning a piece. Okay. I can play queen h4 here, holding f6. Now knight g5, h5. How would I defend this pawn for queen h6? Bishop d2. Oh, there's another. There is a way. Rook a1, e7. Oh no, hang on. The bishop on f3 is pinned. Wait. Danger. Queen g5 would prompt queen d8, because how does he stop queen h6? If he plays king h7, maybe that is why. He's preparing queen b7. Alright, so there's a few issues. I'll go with this to get rid of this bishop, I think. On queen b7, I think I'd take f takes with e3 in mind. I could just take it anyway. Knight d4. Oh no, that's too dangerous. King g2, there's queen c2, rook f2, bishop f3, king f3. But maybe this from moments. The queen on the light square. There's going to be d5 though as well. Now, if I just actually unpinning, or at least I feel I need to threaten this to see what happens. The bishop's holding e1. If queen c2, surely queen h6. Bishop f3, rook f, bishop f3, king g3, and then h4, king h4. So I'm thinking d5 would allow queen f6. Bishop f3, rook f3, rook e1, bishop e1 is dangerous. Okay. If I unpin, I'll be threatening knight d4. King f2, there's bishop f3. Yeah, I think this might be a good time to take. If it takes knight d4, if check, I take the queen. Okay, I think it's a good time to take on e4. Right, this does give me rook e1, it seems. If queen c2, rook e6, and then queen h6. If queen d5, well, again, rook e6, maybe it's okay. So I think rook e1 here. So I want to play, so queen d5, let's say queen d5, rook e6, if takes then queen h6, if take with queen, maybe knight takes d4, there's a check, knight f3. I think, oh, no, I didn't expect that. I think there's knight f5 here for queen g7, queen h6, queen g7. Knight f5 is very dangerous. Thanks for the game, commentator. Okay, a Pinnacle. That is a bit odd, actually. This position. I don't know. Would he want to give up? Maybe he does. Bishop e2 is a bit. Maybe it's a bit slow for me to grab this dark square bishop. It might be. Rook e8, bishop e2. moves his queen now, surely, somewhere. Queen h5, castle, bishop g4. What if I inserted knight e5 there? So queen h5, knight e5. It's possible. Still, knight e5 for bishop c4 looks like an idea. Even here, knight e5 looks like an idea. I think I'll go with that. I think it's taking knight e4. No, I'm not convinced about that. Maybe f4 there. You could take on c3. You can get a nice blockade on f5. Yeah. Okay, I'm currently threatening bishop c4. Probably best is taking. Then either knight e4 or knight d5. So on knight e4 I'm concerned about a few things. Taking and then winning the pawn. If I played f4, I'll be concerned mainly about taking and then bishop f5. It's comfortable position. But maybe it's not the end of the world for me, that position. Alright, so bishop f3 here looks interesting. So if I can take on c6, I leave that knight on e5. Maybe I clamp down on c5 by playing b4. Okay, so if I take here and then clamp down on c5 by playing b4. Now knight d5, bishop d2. My d pawn's probably vulnerable. f3 might be interesting here, just to deprive squares. Okay, rook f2 could be interesting. Maybe rook d2 to help support d4. Okay, there is knight d5. I have to worry about knight e3 here. If I play bishop b2, knight e3, maybe there's queen e2. Alright, there is knight d3 to c5 here. Knight d3, knight e3, queen e2, I hope. I'm hoping queen e2 here is possible. And there's bishop c4, hold on. Yeah, no, that's unpleasant. So what about instead? Yeah, because I'm going to this nasty pin. Instead, queen c1 might be more prudent. Bishop c4, knight c5. Yeah, I don't like to go in a nasty pin, if possible. So yeah, queen e2 invites that very nasty looking pin. Okay, this is g2 mate time instead. Okay, what about knight e1? Is that plausible? Or queen c5? Maybe queen c5 is rook d5. Knight Knight e1 looks a bit passive. Rook e2. What's wrong with rook e2? Bishop d5. f4. And then isn't e3 dropping? That's intriguing. It's tempting. I don't know if this is tactically viable to play f4 there. Oh, okay, I have to play it here. So the idea was rook e3. In fact, that bishop will be loose on rook e3 anyway, so that gives the option of queen takes c4, check. It's queen f5. Queen f5. Rook e3, there's bishop d3. Okay. Why can't I just take the queen? Is it a big problem? There's queen c6. Or g takes first. G takes. Mind you, that g file could be dangerous. How dangerous is this g file? I'm not entirely sure. It might be more dangerous if the king's there for d5. Oh, I'll risk it. I'm immediately threatening something, I think. Not quite sure what exactly. It's only got 20 seconds as well, which is not too much to make with. The pieces here, they don't seem... If you could arrange king h8... Okay, so d5... Well, rook e1 to start off proceedings. Queen c5 here looks... Mind you, d5 opens up this bishop and hits e3. Hits e3. Thanks for the game, Pinnicon. Okay, yeah, tactical stuff. This guy beats me up every week. Is today's story going to be indifferent? 2763. I think he is worth it, it seems. Okay, I somehow, in the midst of time, have apparently drawn with him or something twice, or either drawn with him twice, I don't remember now, but in the midst of time. Okay. So 3 minute, and is he ready? I was looking forward to that. Okay, better move on then. Maybe challenge later. I was looking forward to my weekly beating. All right, well played. Well played. I'm playing well played. Okay. Okay, while we're waiting, by the way, let me just remind you, if you've joined the stream here on scene 2, my scene 2, there's a there's a 15% discount if you use the Kingscrusher code. So discount offer on Chess24. So this is pretty cool if you want to check that out. Okay. I will go with this provocation, but because I think I get a nice aggressive pawn wedge in exchange for weakening my light squares. This aggressive pawn wedge here. Can I put some pressure on the dark squares? Now if he took, he's opening up my bishop. If he plays bishop g7 as knight takes d6, if he plays bishop e7 I might consider this, but I like the idea of maintaining the pawn wedge and getting a form pawn on f6 like in a previous thing. Now here f5 for bishop g5 looks mega dangerous to me in certain respects. Maybe there's queen d7, but if there's bishop e7 there's knight d6 check. If so, yeah, this bishop g5, queen d7, there's no knight f6, but well, maybe there is. It might be worth doing. I'll do it. I'll do it. So queen d7, knight f6. Oh, there's knight d6 here. That was one of the points I was making already with that bishop g5. I thought this was not possible. There is now knight takes f7. If I want to nab another pawn, and then the rook. And the queen's on offer here, but it's for 3 pieces because it's check. So I've just lost one piece. It'll be a check and then another. So actually, interestingly, I could play knight f takes g5 instead and just be content with whatever that gives. I think I'll do that instead. 3 pieces for the queen could be handy. Now I can, I thought I could consider rook f5, bishop f5, knight e6. It's dangerous looking, so is queen h5. Knight h8, I'm not convinced because of queen g5. Maybe I should threaten knight takes h8 here without the downside. Queen takes g5. So I'll threaten that. If rook g8, I could consider... Can I consider... I think I might be able to consider queen takes h7, because if rook g5, knight g5, I'm pinning the queen to the king, so there's no queen takes g5 there. This is a bit calculating how to win material business. Queen takes h7, rook g5, knight takes g5 is plausible, it seems. Fundamentally, it's looking... Sorry... some pieces looking down at my king on g2 and diagonal, which I don't particularly like. Okay. Can I play h4 if h6 knight takes? Can I play h4? Am I getting into trouble here? Is this backfiring on my g-file? If I played knight takes h6, is this terrible? It does look as though there's good coordination potentially with the bishop and the rook on g8. I'm wondering about... Oh, on d4 now. Well, there's queen f7 here. It's neglected that, surely, with that move. Neglected the e7. There's queen e6. I can check here, and then there's knight f7, and I can take on h8, and I still barricade the g file here. Let's see, bishop f5, knight f5, rook f5, rook h4. Well, doesn't seem too bad. There's a check here. Yeah, the rook's coming in with checks. Rook f7, king d6, rook f1 to f6. Looks dangerous. Right, so g2 is dangerous now, officially. However, I have a few checks to throw in. Maybe knight f3 just to avoid some issues here to start off with. If I just took that bishop off and rook a7, it's a few pawns up. I'll stop knight e3, although, hang on. Oh, there's knight e5 check here, I just realised. Yeah, I was thinking here, but then hassle, there's knight e5 check here. I think I might have missed that on the previous turn. Thanks for the game, well played, well played. well played, well played. Okay, Azul missed. Yeah, bishop f4 just to provoke e5 would be nice. I guess he's got knight g6. Yeah, is this mostly pointless then? Okay. Queen e2, rook at ad1. Or yeah, I think just get my pieces in the center for a moment. That looks like a good central start position, even though it's pawn down. It's a nice start position, I think. So e5 is a nice pawn wedge. If he plays d5, is there any teeth to this? This pawn wedge? Or is it just a French defense, a pawn up? Okay, I think I'll try with e5. It could just be a French defense pawn up. Oh. I could reserve the attacking bishop for h4 here. Yeah, knight h4, knight h4, bishop h4, queen h5, hits h4 and h7. So yeah, hits h7 and h4, knight h4, knight takes, bishop takes, queen h5. Does he play... Oh, this looks very dangerous now. It's crude, but looks really dangerous just to go queen h5. I think crude but justified. There's sometimes justified crudeness when you have reasonable central control. It looks kind of dangerous. Knight e6, queen g6. F2 is not such an issue here. So queen h7, bishop g6, king e7, queen g7 is mating, I think. Alright, I think this is mating actually. Okay, thanks. I think that's mating. Yeah, thanks is almost. Play responsibly. Playing Tarash. So this is Cautionary Gambit territory. One of my favourites. Cautionary Gambit. And Queen h4 to g4 is a fun game. So this pawn wedge affords Queen g4 here. This pawn wedge in the centre. So there's a classic cautionary game to check out. It's one of his more notable games in this gambit line. Let's put the queen there to start to put some pressure on the king side. Okay. As though h5 might be something. Bishop g7, queen g3 maybe, or consider bishop f4, queen b2. Black's not developing pieces there. Okay. Is he really going to play queen takes b2? That's the thing. I'm thinking he might. So, I don't know. His nickname is encouraging me to play responsibly. And this is a big tension now. Playing responsibly or gambiting some more pawns. Recklessly, h5. h5. Okay. Now that he's moved off b2, I'm happy to overprotect e5, kick the queen, and think about h5. Alright, let's kick the queen, think about h5. h6 might be something as well to think about. Knight g5 on the other hand threatens knight f7 potentially. This looks more to the point actually of my position, to the point of my position. Knight takes f7 for bishop g6, or Knight e6 here for bishop g6. Yeah, knight e6, bishop g6, queen g6, king f8. There's h6 there at minimum, winning the bishop, so I'll go with that. In the other line, there's bishop g5 winning the queen, or forcing knight f6 or something. So I'm thinking here, king f8, h6 looks like a bit of fun. Okay, there. And then there's bishop g5. Maybe bishop g5. And there's bishop e5 hitting my queen. Maybe that's getting complicated. Queen f3, bishop f6, bishop h6, king e7. Well, let's see. Does he do bishop e5? This is probably he will. Yeah, probably he will play bishop e5. It's not totally gambling the position away, I hope. Allowing bishop e5. In fact, what about f4 for f5? Okay, there's queen b6 after that. Bishop h6. Bishop h6. Now on king g8, there's bishop h7, double check, king h7, queen g6 mate. On king e7, yeah. Maybe I have gambled here. I didn't realise to the extent. Hold on. Queen g7 looks good. Forces basically king d6 or king e8. Let's go with this for a moment. Right, there's at least queen g3. There's queen b7. There's queen b7 here. Get some material back. It is a lot of pawns and stuff. I think the king in the centre here is still, it's a fun thing. Knight e8, rook e8. Alright, thanks for the game. Play responsibly. Okay. Nils, EP. Little gambit. I just want to castle queenside here. So queen e7 or bishop g4 and then queen d7. I just want to hold the d4 square. With the knight on c3, it's easy. It's more difficult to construct c3 d4 here. So in other words, if I can keep a lock on d4 and castle queenside, I think there might be compensation here. And to do this, I just want queen d7. I want this bishop out of the way. Maybe on g4, so queen d7, castle queenside. Just keeping an eye on d4, on that move d4. So, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Drop it back. He's going to play d4 then. Queen d7 and castle queenside or not? Is that happening or not? Maybe it's not. So d4 would appear to be on the cards. Is he even going to castle queenside? With d4, there would be bishop a5 there maybe. That's a point. Didn't spot that. Oh man, there's a point. Okay. Is there queen g5 on castles? There's rook f3 there. Okay, I'll avoid any knight movement here. b4 and then rook d5 to rook b4. That's unfortunate. That's available. Okay. Time set f6. Making things worse. Making things worse. Okay. This is very grovelly. No, it's not good, is it? Not good. C6. Try and free the queen. Okay. Yeah, rook a4 looks, yeah. Not too many options. Not too many options at all. See the finishing. Yep. Is there any stalemate? Doubt it. But well played, yeah. Well played. Didn't seem to have much out the opening there. It was all pretty extinguished. Okay. Okay. Fair play, bishop takes. Knight here, knight d7. I think I can take this pawn. So e6. I'm hoping this is okay. Bishop takes, knight takes c6. That knight g6. Just to sort of try and strengthen my pieces. Knight here, just to untangle. Not sure actually. Queen e7 might be, or e5. Okay, I'll go with this. See if I can untangle maybe bishop c6 coming up. Actually, that would be something. This looks okay for knight c4 or f5 here. Then knight c4. There's always bishop c7 though. Bring the king out, I think. So I don't want to lose my c pawn. Maybe. Okay. Bishop b7, c5. So I can progress a little bit with maybe c4 and knight d3. Oh, there's f4 here as well. Bishop f2, c4 though. Then there's knight d3 on the cards. Okay, I can watch out for entry point on d7 a bit and prepare maybe a5. Okay. There is bishop c7, rook b7, bishop d6. This a5, b4, has it got anything going for it? Might do. There's knight e2 after, doesn't matter, I think. Bishop d6, I don't think that matters. Rook b7. b3 here looks interesting. If I exchange off a pair of rooks, one pair of rooks, that would mean rook a8, a1's probably more dangerous. Okay, let's go with rook a1. Rook a1 looks... oh, no, it's not playable here. Can I take this guy there? There, because of the check and I'm winning the rook. But, okay. Maybe king f6 to step off. Oh, can I trap this guy? With king f6, rook h8. Well, there's knight f3 here, winning the rook. phase of the game, Jurgend. Okay. Okay, Jolzan, is he ready? While we're waiting, I don't know if you've seen this. Just quick promo while we're waiting. Discount 15% if you use Kingscrusher on a premium membership. So remember to check that out. Okay, 15% discount. Cool. Okay, let's go on to another challenge. I'm not sure this is happening, this one. Okay. That's interesting. C5, yes. This is an opening I don't really know that much about. I'm not sure. It looks a bit Benoni-ish, but in the Benoni, the pawn's on c4. Is this snake Benoni or something? I don't really know what it is. It's got characteristics of a Benoni. Snake Benoni with bishop d6. However, alright, d6 is an option here, maybe. It might be weak later. I'll let him play d6. Have that Benoni pawn on d6. If I put a pawn on d6, it could be a weakness later. This would be a nice pin. And then bishop f3. So yeah, bishop g5 and then bishop f3. This looks good because rook b1, I got pressure on b6. When I played the snake Benoni myself, and so this is interesting, very interesting. How giving up for the double pawns to me seems okay. b5 for bishop a6 might be an idea there. Maybe that's okay. There's bishop f6 though. That looks dangerous for the double pawns. I mean, I'll go with that actually, because a knight on f5, there's immediate mating implications with a knight on f5. There's also bishop e4, queen h5. Yeah, bishop e4 here seems dangerous. Almost. Knight f5 immediately seemed dangerous as well. I'm going to go with knight f5. Bishop e4 is prone to rook e8. With knight f5, I can get everything I want actually. This possession with queen h5. There might even be c4 for rook a3 to g4 or h3 coming up. c4 could be very good for rook a3. That's a very quick way of switching a rook here. So c4, rook a3. Very quick. At the cost of just one pawn. Queen h5 here, bishop f5, knight g6. c4 with the idea of rook a3. How dangerous is that? Do I want to give up that knight so readily? Maybe knight h6 is also something. You know what? I'm going to go with. I think I'll go keeping the knight actually for a moment. Maybe there's bishop f5. Okay, now c4. Rook a3 to h3. can play rook e1 or bishop f5. Bishop f5 seems sensible enough. Keeping the blockade. Rook a3 to h3. Kick that queen with tempo. Or rook a3. Rook a3, knight f4. It might be better to try and kick this queen. There is knight f4 there. But then queen g4, if rook... Okay. Okay. What does he do to rook a3? Is it knight f4? Let's see what happens here. Okay. If queen g5, maybe I just take knight d6. If queen c4, queen h6 looks dangerous. I have blunted my third rank here. I think maybe I just take and then knight d6 is sufficient. Wait, oh, more than sufficient. Thanks for the game, CPK. Okay, I think this might be the last game today. Chess Haggle. Hi there. I can play h6, stop bishop g5. I'll play this. Quick attack, g4, knight, rook g8 looks dangerous. Does he react in the centre with knight e5? Nope. Okay. There is knight f5, unfortunately he's played that. Okay, can I take and then rook g8 for a moment and then d6 for bishop f5? Right, so d6 for bishop f5. Or this. Right, so I take on f5 here. I've got queen g7. Oh, there's knight g4 here. That's very good, isn't it? Bishop e3. If king h1, there's knight f2. There's knight f2 anyway. Oh, there's queen g4, I suppose. I suppose there's queen g4. Oh, yeah, it's more complicated then. Oh, there's rook g8 for bishop g3. Or rook g3. Maybe just bishop g3. There's rook g1 there. Okay. Rook g1 does pin that rook. So if I just, for the moment, just drop back this guy. and put some pressure on d5. I wonder if I play for c6. I could play for doubling rooks and c6 now. If rook h1, maybe h5. Okay, h5 here. I want to double rooks and play c6. Try and get my pawns going. I think. Do I? There's bishop d4 first, if that's any use. Maybe I'm weakening f5 potentially. I'm hoping to weaken f5 here. Or maybe not. Let's go around the c3 square then for g3. Thinking these pawns are held by that bishop, unfortunately. Okay, he's hitting my rook. Okay, can I just take that as sneaking? If I'll just take that. But just come up for this f5 pawn, bit of pressure. Or not. There's knight h2 on the cards. Okay. Given there's knight h2, can I just try and grab this one with bishop c8? If I can grab this one, I get some pawn mobility injection here with these guys. They're blockaded by that guy. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, probably an idea to snap that off. Now, king e7 and f5 looks pretty good. For f4. f5 for f4. You can challenge the blockade further with bishop f5 or g4 first. King f3, rook h4 threatens bishop g4 mate. Okay, get rid of this blockade. Oh, there's rook h1 here and bishop e2. I'm just taking on f3. My king can go around to f4, which means f2, which means I'm queening soon, I think. Not yet. King e3 for g2. Well, it's not stalemate yet. b5. Alright, thanks for the game, and yeah, well played to everyone this week. And yeah, if you didn't catch it, there's a discount code of 15%. Kingscrusher, if you want to use it, 15% discount offer on premium membership. Check that out. Okay, hope you have a good rest of the Sunday, and see you next week. Thanks very much. Cheers then.